providing everyone from different backgrounds the right tools and the right sources to basically get to where they want to get.
Creating an environment where all employees feel valued, respected, and included, regardless of their backgrounds, identities, or characteristics.
It really means that you can open the door to anyone and really give everyone really equal opportunities, regardless of what they faced in their backgrounds and in their lives, will not be a hindrance for them.
It's about broaden talent pool. We can have a more different choices in the talent pool.
With inclusivity and being diverse, it's actually so that people can add different aspects to a business. And being able to say how you feel about something, you can't have all the same person because then you would never be able to grow. That can't happen unless you are an inclusive environment that accepts people's different kind of thought processes and different ways that they go about doing things.
This diversity of the thought can foster a more innovative and creative environment, so we can have a more different new ideas to do some brainstorm.
We find diverse people because we use diverse means to find them. So all different job boards, it's not just the same thing over and over.
We make sure our job description is inclusive.
Adverts that we post have gone through gender decoders. We also make sure that we target loads of external forums and universities, colleges as well, just to make sure that we are tapping into as many communities as we can.
Inclusive hiring process involves designing and implementing practices that ensure all of the candidates have an equal opportunity to be considered.
Our interview process is standardized globally. This means in every interview we do globally, the questions do not change and the process is exactly the same. Therefore, every person gets the same equal opportunity across the globe.
They're going to all have role plays, they'd all have the same interview prep. We ask them questions throughout the whole interview process as well. Do they feel like they need any help in certain areas? I think being a supportive environment in that sense of being the port of call, basically. Making them feel like they have the confidence to go forward in that interview and feel like they have all the resources.
The leadership themselves are really diverse. So again, that means that any interview that happens across the globe, every leader within Gravitas is really backing the same message, backing the same process, meaning that everyone has the same opportunity. We offer so much training that really tackles internal interviews, but then also unconscious bias. Part of our management training program also includes how to make sure that when you are an interviewer, you are being as inclusive and diverse as possible in your practices.
This helps raise awareness, develop a common understanding of what inclusive practices are, and equipping individuals involved in the hiring process with the necessary skills to mitigate biases.
Unconscious bias refers to the human tendency to form opinions about other people without having enough relevant information.
When we progress candidates through to further interview stages, we book them in blindly into interviewers' diaries to eliminate as much unconscious bias as possible.
With the unconscious bias training, I think that's one of the most important things because a lot of the time it isn't conscious, it's not a conscious thing that goes through people's minds.
By incorporating these practices into the hiring processes, organizations like us can really kind of create an inclusive environment and welcome candidates from diverse backgrounds.
We work with Program One. So Program One is a collective of recruitment agencies that aim to address the inequality of Black representation in the recruitment industry.
We kind of partner with job boards and charities like Program One because it helps drive the inclusivity.
The Gravitas TA team are obviously brand ambassadors for the company, and for us it is really key to make sure that we are hiring people that really align with our 4 values of respect, integrity, passion and excellence. Everything that we look at is really based on this person's motivation and how well they want to succeed.
Respect is so important to us. We want to make sure that everyone and anyone that works for Gravitas has a respect for each other.
So this can contribute, we feel valued, respected and included.
We always say it's 80% attitude, 20% skill, and obviously the competencies of if you've got work ethic, the right motivations.
We all come from such a diverse background. It always kind of gives everyone a different perspective whether it's learning, different cultures, learning more about different colleagues within our office. It's always very interesting to have these kind of conversations to understand more about everyone's background and experiences and, how they get to be here at Gravitas and what their journey is.
A diverse range of employees can represent a range of backgrounds. This promotes a culture of belonging and feeling valued. Everyone can come into the office and relate to someone and just see a version of themselves in the office and just be able to connect with that. And that is really important.